Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to what is supposed to be our October garden tour. It is actually November 1st right now. I tried to get some footage last night, but I was in such a hurry to get it done before we lost light completely. So I wasn't too happy with the footage I got. So, November 1st for our October garden tour. As you can see, we lost a tree in high winds and have not finished cleaning it up. It has destroyed this crabapple tree, which we kind of needed to get rid of anyways because it's diseased. Unfortunately, we will not be able to make much use of this log for what I originally intended, since it's split. Looks like it's split all the way down. We might still be able to use the last 10 feet, which is what I was hoping to do. But we'll see. So that's one cleanup job for the fall that needs to be done. And if we look over here, if the weather holds, we can get as much work done in here, such as finally getting the permanent trellises done in here. But what I was really pushing to do is an experiment for this year. Actually, it's for next year. I've been working on our 2025 garden. And that has been with winter sowing, inspired by a video from Gardening in Canada. And this is one of the beds that has been done. This bed has a mix of, what have I got in here? Root vegetables. And I will put a list of what seeds are in here. And in this little section, we have a blend of flowers. One of the priorities coming up is to finish putting this bed together now that it's clear. And then we've done some cleanup. These beds will probably be left until spring. They don't need to be urgently done until then. This bed, which used to be where we had the San Marzano tomatoes and mixed in with some yellow bulbing onions, Frontier I believe the variety was, it is now sown with all of our summer squash. So our summer squash, everything all mixed together, is now in this bed. This bed had traffic. This bed had our garlic in here, and it has garlic in here again. Over on this end, we had summer squash last year and some shallots. They didn't do very well. The G-Star did all right when they did finally happen. Hello, Judgment. But on this end, we've got the garlic planted again, and this little bit at the end where the marker starts is where we have some more of the root vegetable mix. And if we look over that way, you can see the strawberry bed, which the deer have been managing to get into no matter what barriers we put around it. Right now I've just got some chicken wire over top of it, and it still needs to be mulched for the winter. Here we have all our various bricks and whatnot that we're putting away from the beds. Judgment, get out from under my feet. Set aside for the winter, and we're still working on organizing and putting away all of our structures and supports and whatnot. There's still some others that need to be added, and then this can be sorted. This spot here in our maple grove got an insulated tarp it's folded in half. It's actually bigger than this. It's been sitting here since we took it off our septic tank in the spring. Hopefully by now everything under it is nice and dead. And the plan is to plant a wildflower a native wildflower mix in this area. And this has been quite the month for things breaking down. Here's our septic tank, and that pipe is there because we might have to set up the septic to drain someplace in here, because the expeller on our system has a leak in it, and at some point somebody's going to be coming out with excavators and dig everything up to fix that. Our Liberty apple tree is still doing all right. Our saffron crocus got choked out or something, so this area needs to be cleaned up for the fall, but well, I don't know what's going to happen. We might try the crocus again, but we'll need to do some more soil amending first. And get into the old kitchen garden over here. I hope to get this bed reworked a little bit. I want to replace this top log because it's very bendy, and I'm wanting to do some more wattle weave on there. Hello, Nosy. Hello, Stinky. Nothing's in here right now. There was garlic in here before and a volunteer tomato. It never did mature. The wild strawberries are doing pretty amazing considering the temperatures we've been getting overnight. Same thing with the chamomile, still blooming. The thyme is still kicking. And more wild strawberries here. Look, it's another Nosy. This bed is another one that got sown for the winter. This is more kitchen garden type stuff, more greens related, and I'll include a list of what's in that seed mix as well. This little bed was done a while ago. Still need to redo some modifications to the cover. Okay, we are now getting into what I was able to get done last night. These blocks had tomatoes in them. I just trimmed the stems, left the roots in there, removed the supports, and put these back where they were. They will eventually be holding this netting to keep things out next year. I don't know what we'll plant in here next year. That was a goldy yellow zucchini. We did actually get some zucchini out of there. I got stuff to put away over here. So this bed, I planted potatoes here, and last night I planted, what was it? I planted tall and climbing stuff in this one. That's the combination of seeds I had in here. I'll have the exact varieties listed, but it's sunflowers, bush beans, peas, that sort of thing. Then we get into the asparagus bed. The asparagus did not do very well again. We had another rough spring for such things. But the sunchokes did a lot better than I thought. I was able to harvest quite a few sunchokes out of here and replanted a bunch for next year. Okay, we are now into the last bed that I finished last night. We had the German butterball potatoes in here before, and it is now winter sown with the last of the root vegetable mix. And I also added some lettuce seeds that I harvested last night as well. So this bed is ready for next year. And then this bed is still in need of cleaning up. You can get these supports off and netting and whatever. No real hurry on that anymore. This bed, I'll probably leave these supports tying the frame down, the box frame, because it is keeping it from blowing away. But these covers, they're just stored on, this cover is stored on top, and then another cover will possibly get stored on top of that one. We'll see. And then over here, this is where the Zucca melon had been. It's not Zucca melon. What were they? Crespo squash. The Crespo squash had been in this bed, so a bit of cleanup left to do in this one. And yeah, so I'll include some pictures of our harvest so you can see what we were able to gather in our last harvests of the year. And we have, if all goes well, a good head start to next year. And hopefully this will save us a lot of work. Yeah, this bed needs to be redone. Save us a lot of work next year. We shall see. I'm going to have a very different garden next year.